Okay, let's do it. Whoops. Hello and welcome to Worshippers of Cthulhu, and if you would like to check out the game, there is a link in the description, and this game has just come out. Yes, it has just released into early access on Steam, and well, you can try it out. I think there's a demo. I'm not entirely sure. I think there is a demo. Anyway, you can add it to your Steam wishlist otherwise, and if you like what you see here, or you like what you see on the store page, you can always purchase it if you like. Anyway, let's start a new game. So, Worshippers of Cthulhu. This is a city builder set in the H.P. Lovecraft universe where you have to appease your god. You are playing as the cult of Cthulhu, as you might expect, and you have to try to appease him as much as possible. So as you see here, we're going to start in the Dream Shroud. This is the introductory chapter, so we're going to get a couple of tutorials and things like that, which is actually fine because most of the time the tutorials are actually very well explained and they're very easy to understand, no problem at all. Your long journey towards a prophesied land hosting an opening to the sacred Rylea is at its end. Can you keep your cult alive? Can you peek at the secrets of the Old One? Alright, so here we are. So this is going to be our first little introduction to the world of Cthulhu. And let's have a look here. Deconstruct an object. Yeah, so basically you can deconstruct objects every single time you click on them. So whether you see some ruins or something that's been destroyed, you can either restore it back to its former glory, or you can deconstruct it and regain the materials that were used previously in creating it. So we are otherwise now going to be building a couple of things. So we're going to build a lumberjack. So we're going to probably build that round about there. And we're going to build a lumber mill round about here, I guess. I don't want to go too far away from them, obviously. I don't want to go too far away because that's... it's not very good to put them so far from each other, but I personally feel like I don't really want to crowd this out. Also, you do need to use roads relatively effectively here, so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to put roads around here and just make this a bit of a section there, and then just kind of connect them a little bit. And then we also need to build a builder's shack, so we'll get the builder's shack right in the center there, and hopefully that's going to be good enough. Now, one thing you've got to bear in mind, any single time you build something, it's going to take planks. You're going to need a lot of planks if you're going to make things work, so that's why I'm being a little bit, shall we say, proactive in placing my lumberjack over in a section of territory that is pretty densely populated with trees, because if we build it somewhere like here, it is not going to be so good, because we're going to be right next to all of our constructions, and being next to all the constructions, it destroys trees, and that's going to be bad for us. We're basically self-destructing at that point. So we are now going to be providing our people with housing. So we've got some houses here, and I think the best course of action for me to take right now is to actually build a couple of roads. And we're just going to build some roads out to the side here, and we're just going to build houses in between. So you could see that right there. I'm just going to get 4 houses. Even though it says 3, I'm just going to build 4 because we are going to need some in the future. So once that's done, we'll then be able to do some more of this deconstructing. I'm actually going to increase the game speed so that that is done just that much quicker. You can increase it to ×3, which is actually quite nice. And we're just going to continue doing this. Now we can assign employees, as you see there. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So we are going to assign Persephone to this. We're going to assign someone else to this. They actually have certain specializations as well. Wait a minute. Okay, let's actually just see here real fast. Yeah, this should be the one. Let's fire her and get Abner to come into this one. There we go. That sounds like a much better idea, doesn't it? Okay. So we can now deconstruct the ruins. So I've obviously been doing that already. Hopefully it's going to be fine. Hopefully I'm not going to have broken the tutorial by rushing ahead a little bit. But no, it seems like we're actually going to be okay. There are a lot of ruins here, as you can see. So we can basically just continue getting as much planks as we want. Now we can investigate the ruins over here, which is actually a very, very good idea. So let's do that. Let me just change the speed back to this. Alright, so let's have a look-see here. So this is where things get very, very different from a regular city builder. So the top UI bar shows your current cult fanaticism. You can increase or decrease it by making decisions and taking actions marked with this little icon here. Hover over a specific threshold to see its effects. So for example, I've now clicked on this little shrine here, and as you can see, to thank the Old One for allowing them to arrive on his land, your people prepare ritual firewood spires. Each spire holds 2 caught animals struggling against the ropes, and a captive brought along during your long voyage. The young man screams with a torn voice, crazed eyes, and deep bruises on his body. You're asked to throw the torch to begin celebrations. Okay, so we can obviously, as you can see here, there's an artistic depiction of what's currently going on, which I actually very much appreciate. I love the aesthetic. And you can release the sacrifice if you so desire, but that is indeed going to decrease our fanaticism. However, we are going to gain a citizen as a result of that. But I am just going to try to go for as much fanaticism as possible in this particular video, and we'll see how far we get. As you can see, you actually do get benefits from doing that. As you see here, followers uncover secrets and pledge their loyalty to the leader, still uncertain of the full power of their faith. And then you have awakening. Initial experiences of supernatural presence begin to shape the followers' minds, sparking deeper devotion and the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment. Global zeal increased by 1%, horror swim speed +1, and followers arriving +1. So you have a bunch of different benefits here. As the last breath is drawn from the sacrifices and cultists' excitement reaches its peak, suddenly something changes. People begin to scream and yell. You see a glimpse of the vision they see, a majestic tendril of God slithering from the chasm, dripping in blood and gore covering the ground. Where the gore falls, a new material packet is unearthed. The vision fades, and your consciousness with it.
Have your senses been rekindled?
Yes, indeed. My senses have more than adequately recovered. Thank you very much, sir. And yes, we will now begin our preparations to build a shrine. So as you can see here, Eldritch Favor allows you to settle sacred lands and unlock new buildings. Enter the Eldritch Favor menu by interacting with this. So basically this is the Eldritch Favor menu right here, and this is a whole new way of unlocking particular buildings. As you see here, some of these you do need to complete quests and things like that. Obviously this is very much the tutorial still, so of course, you know, we're going to have to go through a couple of hurdles here, but that's absolutely fine. We have the sacrificial altar being built. The sacrificial altar is the main way for you to gain Eldritch Favor, just so you know. So we have now unlocked that, so we are now going to build it. So as you see here, we have this right here. We're going to be building it over there by the precipice of this wonderful pit. And yes, I'm going to continue disassembling a bunch of things in and around the area here. And hopefully once this is done, we will have a very, very good opportunity to do a sacrifice. There we go. Wonderful. And let's see what happens. We're going to get a wonderful sacrifice here. Or at the very least, we're going to see a... we're going to see a something. I don't even know. What's that flying thing doing? Ah, hello there. As you can see, he's actually speaking to us right now. And this guy is actually an emissary of Cthulhu, shall we say, I think. Yes, indeed. Arouse the Great Old One, but not in the way that you think. Anyway, this ritual allows you to obtain favor by carving an effigy and making a sacrifice. Okay, so as I said to you before, it's very important that you have planks, and there's a reason why I said that. Because effigies, as you might expect, at least initially, are going to be created using, you guessed it, planks. Yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin the ritual here. This is the first carve an effigy, recipe or plan that we have available to us. It is going to take 60 seconds to carve it. So obviously it's going to take a little bit of time, not too much. And then as you see here, there is an even greater effigy that is going to provide us with even more eldritch favor. You're going to need 7 planks for it. You're going to need 2 robes, 3 clams, and 4 cooked corn. But we obviously don't have any of that. So all we're going to do is we're just going to get all the planks in there and we're going to carve it. It's going to cost me some faith, as you can see right here. I do actually have a huge amount of faith because this is indeed the tutorial. So of course that's going to be the case. And we also have something going on over here.
Encountering the harbinger of God and the living conditions of your flock distort their minds. Pitiful, unenlightened souls. Yet, we should attend to their private needs to amend this distraction. I have carefully recorded the needs of the faithful within their houses, all for your noble purpose.
Yes, indeed. So basically that pretty much just allows you to select their house. So if you select their house, it's going to provide you with the, with a rundown of what they actually require to be happy and to give you as much faith and zeal as possible, as you see right here. Look at this. Your people generate more faith and zeal the more needs you fulfill. In the house UI, you can see your followers' needs. So as you can see right here, we need to give them cooked corn, we need to give them clams, we need to give them robes, and obviously the Elder's Temple and all that wonderful stuff. Unfortunately, we don't currently have the ability to do that right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pre-build a couple of things here. Just pre-build a road over there, just in case, you know. You never know. Anyway, we need to unlock and build a clam collector. That is what we're going to do first. So let's complete the ritual.
Blessed are we by the magnificent tendrils of our God's liege. But I will have to quell the fear in our faithful, guiding them to all.
Alright, there we go. So we now have enough eldritch favor to be able to unlock our first building. Now, a very, very cool quality of life feature is this. Auto-complete ritual. In my opinion, this should always be turned on, but obviously, you know, it's a personal preference thing. Otherwise, we're just going to be creating doing another ritual, creating another effigy, and I'm just going to carve that straight away. Now, as soon as that's done, I am then going to be able to build both of these things. I'm actually going to build the clam collector first because that is indeed a resource, and it's going to be a lot more important for us to complete this, in my opinion, than the temple itself. I'm just going to make sure that the road is connected to this, just in case, you never know. Because I personally don't think that the temple is super impactful. I think it is obviously impactful, but it's definitely not going to be as impactful, and we're going to unlock that now. So now we have the temple unlocked, and we can basically place this over here. So you see here, influence buildings such as the Outer Temple will influence and fulfill your flock's needs in its range. So you obviously need to make sure that it is as much in range as possible. So you can see here, you see the range? You see the range? Yeah, you can see the range through the use of the roads most of the time. And this is going to be pretty easy for us. So this is the reason why I actually built this over here. So we can actually just put that right smack dab over there. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to do a little bit of something here. I'm going to just increase accessibility to things over in this direction. And there you have it. So both of these have now been constructed. I am going to continue doing this. Bear in mind my plank situation is now dwindling a little bit too much, which I'm not a big fan of. So I am... Oh, no, never mind. It seems like we are actually doing very, very well. And as you can see, this particular family that we have working here is very passionate about working in the lumberjack, and so as a byproduct, they're gaining experience and increasing their zeal while working in that marketplace, which is actually fantastic. So that's very, very nice. And hopefully we are going to start getting some clams up and running too. Oh, actually, wait a minute. No one's working there. Ah, that's probably a good idea then, isn't it? Yes, that's probably a good idea. Okay, so unfortunately, these people are not actually very good at this. So I'm going to just have to turn someone onto this at the moment. And hopefully we're going to be able to get someone else to replace them in the future. That reminds me, what I really need to do is I need to build some more houses. So let's get 3 more houses. I think 3 more houses maybe. Maybe another one? Maybe another one? Yeah, let's get 4 more houses. Let's make it a nice round 8. Ah, now there it is. Our faith income is now increasing 12 faith per minute. Very nice indeed, because my clams are now actually working for all of our people.
Primal desires and cravings have been solved in my high place, rendering them content and, most significantly, more devoted and productive in service to our sacred cause. Behold, your devoted acolytes stand ready, their zeal renewed, their faith unwavering, and eager to advance our noble pursuit.
Oh, and look at that. Our faith is actually going even further. Look at that, 30. It's going even further. Wow, that's really, really nice. And also, there is now a ship, so let us interact with that. A singular boat, badly beaten up, miraculously arrived on the shore. Its inhabitants clumsily exited to the shore, falling to their knees and kissing the ground. They talk of dreams that beckoned them here. Your priest suggests that you should offer some of them in gratitude to your lord for this gift. And so as a result, you can do that. You can decide, oh yes, I'm going to gain some fanaticism, and we can say pick the weakest, order for the blood to be used in a ritual, welcome the rest of the flock, for their calling just begins. That's what I'm going to select, of course. And there we have it. So now we have some additional houses, as you might expect, and then there's also performance here, so you can click on workplaces, so you could see all of the performance of all of the people and all of their workplaces and everything. And now we need to do some additional things here. So, as you see, we can go into the storage area, which is kind of like your base, I guess, or it's kind of where this guy stays, maybe. My high priest, when you first lit this path, we stood on known shores with but a small flock. Now, at this sacred site where our fate solidifies, newcomers speak of dreams drawing them to us, and many more will shortly come. We must enforce order and reverence through ceremonies. Please, take this knife I found at the abyss's edge. Use it to assert your authority. And there we have it.
Let us convene the main storage.
Alright, so now what we need to do is we need to achieve at least 350 faith income by providing housing and meeting needs. And we also need to build a ceremony hall. So obviously that's going to be extremely important for us. Let me actually just take a quick look at this. Okay, so basically what we can do is we can add additional workers here. And I think I will probably end up doing that to a wide variety of places. Let's actually just do that. And as you can see, our efficiency is now absolutely fantastic. So let me actually see here. Do we have any homeless people? Yes. Okay, we do have homeless people, so I should probably build a couple of extra houses. Let me see. I want to be a bit careful about where I place those. So let's just place them around about here, I guess. That sounds pretty decent. And do we have any more ruins anywhere that I can actually... no, a source of sand, as you can see. Source of iron ore. Ah, here we go, here we go. We got some more ruins over here. This is fantastic. So we can actually do a little bit of gathering, you know. A little bit of gathering is always nice. And we need to build a ceremony hall. Obviously, that's a thing that we need to do. Let's just get this collection here. You can't click on things multiple at a time, which is kind of unfortunate. Kind of wish that was a bit easier to use, but it doesn't really matter too much. Otherwise, let's see what we can get. Okay. So the ceremony hall is now available, potentially. However, what I'm thinking of getting right now is actually getting the corn plantation and the corn cooker. I'm thinking we probably want to do that, because if we can do that, that's going to vastly increase our overall faith generation. It's going to be actually insane to do that. So produces cooked corn. So yeah, we need to actually get both of these because you need a corn cooker and you need a corn plantation. So we are just going to make this. I don't even know where to put this actually. I don't really want to put it. I guess we could put it here. I don't really like it there, but I'll put it there. Okay, and then let's put this here. And hopefully that's going to be okay. I mean, you can see here that we do have our little builder person going and doing that, which is very nice. And yeah, now unfortunately we don't have any more ritual eldritch favor, so we're going to obviously have to do that, which is actually okay. It's not too bad because we do have a huge amount of planks now that we have increased the amount of people that are actually doing that, and it is pretty quick for that to be done. So I guess we don't really need to worry about that too much. So let's just have a look-see here. Increase the game speed. And we can... Yes, I'm wondering what I can actually do now, because I don't see anywhere else that I can, shall we say, cleanse of things. So yeah, I guess I'm just going to continue doing this, because this is actually, in my opinion, the most efficient way of getting Eldritch Favor, even if you were to try the higher level version of an effigy. I actually feel like it's not as good. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But I feel like it's not as good. Anyway, Ceremony Hall is about to be done soon enough. Well, at the very least, it's going to be, you know, the ritual is going to be completed in about 3 seconds. And there we have it. And now we can build the Ceremony Hall. Fantastic. And that is going to be done here. I don't think I need to build that anywhere particularly, so I can basically just place it anywhere we like. And once that is built, we're going to get to see the next stage of our quest. Unfortunately for me, my faith is going down dramatically, as you see, which is not so good.
Let us gather your faithful and conduct the ceremony.
Okay, I think I should probably build a couple more houses, because we have 6 homeless followers at the moment, which is not exactly good. So I should probably build more of those. Let's actually build a road. Oh, I can't even build one here. That's kind of unfortunate. I should have probably built a little bit of a separate little section. That might have made sense. Can I build the houses here? Yes, I can. Okay, perfect. Very nice. Okay, so we can build those there. And perform a carving at the ceremony hall. Oh, okay, that's interesting. The ceremonial building lets you connect with your faithful, see your city, and conduct ceremonies that unlock rewards and increase cult fanaticism. Oh, hello there. Alright, carve a divinely inspired symbol onto your followers. Interpret its meaning to change their specialization and increase fanaticism. Oh, whoa, that's cool. Alright, okay, so wait. Do we have anyone that's actually really good at clams? No, we don't. Okay, so let me have a quick look. No one's actually good at clams. Are you serious? No one's good at clams? This guy's good at clams, but he's not doing anything. Okay, yeah, so let's actually change this one. Yes. Here we go. Okay, we can actually do some carving right here. By marking followers, you can change their specialization. Carve the symbol you wish and complete the ceremony with the Finish Carving button. Carved symbols have set outcomes. You can discover which symbol creates what outcome and use it to your advantage. Alright, so the Book of Symbols. This is... Wow. Okay, this is very cool. I like this. I like this a great deal. Okay, so let's actually see here. Clam Collector, that's what we're going to do. Yep. So, how do I... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, how do I... So I need to do this? Like that? Place and size of the carving. Oh, I'm going to suck at this. I am so sorry to the person that has to deal with this right now. Because I am not very good at these kinds of things. Okay, let's do it. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Perfect. That doesn't look good at all. I'm so sorry. Oh dear, oh no. She's gonna be so annoyed at me. Okay, wait a minute. Speed up carving? Okay, no. Finish carving. Choose this interpretation. That is not the interpretation. That is not the interpretation. Dismiss this carving.
High priest, suffering ennobles. Mark your
Oh dear.
and guide them along the
Oh dear.
spiritual path.
Okay, I may have made a slight error. Yes, I may have made a slight error. Sorry, fellows. Yes, okay. I actually thought I did a pretty good job, to be honest, apart from the fact that I failed kind of hard in the first little part, but I thought it was okay, you know. I thought it was actually fine. Anyway, people don't know what happens to some of the materials they produce. They're convinced they disappear somewhere, but they're afraid to approach the smelly end of the yard, where strange indentations in the ground can barely be seen. Okay, so we're obviously going to be going for fanaticism as much as possible. So what we're going to do is, in many tomes I have uncovered, there was a mention of foul creatures that dig deep, and its hunger is endless. Gather materials and cover the hole.
Is your people's reverence,
Yep, there we go.
pushing them towards fanaticism.
That's what we're going to do. And we are going to... I want to do another ceremony. I want to do more carvings because I sucked at the first one and I really wanted to do it again. Oh, well, never mind. It's going to take a huge amount of time to actually come back off cooldown, which is somewhat unfortunate, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It will give me an opportunity to carve some more effigies and things like that. Do we have some more homeless people? The timer indicates the... Wait a minute. Timer indicates the time left until the next follower wave arrives. Ah, okay, that's pretty cool. And we're otherwise going to just build another house. So, wait a minute. Let me just see here. Just build another house right there. And there we go. I wish the camera wouldn't shake so much. I should probably turn off the camera shake or something like that if I can. Anyway, that's actually going to be it for this episode. If you'd like to check out Worshippers of Cthulhu, I'd highly recommend it if you are into Lovecraftian stuff for any reason whatsoever. I feel like the carving system, that is actually the first time I've ever seen anything like that in a game, and that is perfect for this theme. Wonderful. Absolutely perfect. Really, really nice. I'd love to see more of that kind of stuff, and I actually wonder whether there is more stuff like that in the future in this game. But unfortunately for me and for you at the moment, I'm not able to play more. So we're going to have to end it off here. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. Otherwise, you can add it to your Steam wish list. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.